Yeah.
It actually took 3 days before I muted you. That's the surprising part. But then I muted Ben, and that was more for a petty reason.
Dude, what the fuck?
Y'all are assholes.
Because I was having trouble with the computer stuff, and instead of Ben being like, yeah, that shit happens, man, it's okay, I get that. Well, did you take pictures of it like I told you?
Well,
actually, if you had just taken pictures, then you wouldn't be in that situation. I was like, Ben,
all right.
I get it, you're right, but please shut up.
Well, here's your problem. Ain't got no gas in it.
Ain't got no gas in it.
Ain't got no
Basic-
gas in it.
Excuse me for not lacking basic problem-solving skills, dude.
No,
Yeah,
again,
it is.
I'm not even saying you're wrong. You're right, Ben. It was my fault, but at the same time, I was like, I don't want to think about it, so I just
Connor was
muted
like,
you.
Well,
Connor was not ready for the consequences of his actions, so he
Exactly.
just ignored it like a
And Connor
toxic
didn't-
person does.
Anyway,
All right, so everybody ready? Because I got something for this.
Let's put
Of course you do.
this shit show on the road.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, like a menagerie of misfits who just can't shut the fuck up. This is Memento Morons.
That's me!
So we are on episode 134, and and on our third interview podcast in a row.
Let's fucking go, boys.
So, going down the roster, we got the metal-headed Mexican over here, Matthew Buendia.
I want to rock. I'm a goofy goober.
el nombre Goofy Goober.
My name is Jeff.
And then, of course, we got Connor over here.
Hold on.
Oh, nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fucking whippets?
No, it's just air duster.
Dude, whip and duster, that's the thing.
It's the
I'm
worst.
too much of a bitch
I
to
thought
even
that was
admit
a
it.
thing.
They
It
added
is.
bitter-
I don't like huffing. It is not a good high for me, man. It feels like my brain is a glass bottle getting chunked down an empty hallway.
And then, of course, down below, mostly because he has his own gravitational force. What? Jace.
Yo, I'm back.
He never left.
Yeah, even on my screen, just his weight, even if his screen's at the top, it just sinks to the bottom all the time. Like, I don't even control it. He just moves around on Discord for me to the bottom.
Fucking 2 episodes without me is too much, fuckers. Let's go. I had to reno the quota.
And
He
last,
transcends the virtual space.
Yes.
nice. And last but certainly not least, the man, the myth, the legend. While reserved at first, once you get to know him, he's quite a bit funky and just a tad bit dank. We got Jarrod.
What's going on, fellas? Thanks for having
Make
me.
it buck! My
Whoa.
boy right there.
Let's go.
Make it clap.
So, our topics for today, we're just gonna be shooting the shit, see what everyone's getting into, especially Jarrod.
This is a very gaming-eccentric focused episode. With a
it's gonna
bunch of retarded shit just mixed in because we get off topic and like to talk about other stuff that happens. So,
I've always said this is what happens when you give 5 morons with ADHD a podcast. This is the
Hooray!
Oh my
no,
god.
the
He's
tiny
already
hands
busting out the hands.
Jesus fuck.
He keeps those on his fucking.
now watch me whip. Now watch me nay.
Now, hold up. While it is going to go off the fucking rails, I gotta at least try and fucking guide it. So we're going to be doing... so Jared's going to be taking the floor with what he's been up to lately, and then afterwards, he's actually going to be playing a crucial role with this second topic, console convert. What it's like to go from a console purist to PC master race.
Let's fucking go.
And last but not least, a discussion that everybody can get their hands on. What justifies a remake?
Go mama.
So,
His mom is a very classy lady, and I'll ask you to remember that.
Yeah,
Of
plus
course,
you
the
could
men
put-
who want to sleep with her would say that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to rub some stank on my stick, Bubba. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Jesus fucking Christ.
She's got a right bush for thrusting.
I swear to God. See, this
It's
is
11:30 in the morning.
You know what? Next one's gonna be 11:30 at night. Maybe you'll be fucking chill.
I'm awake at 11. I'm fine. That's my prime time. Everyone's in bed. I can like walk around with no pants, and it's great.
You do that anyway.
So
Yeah,
my
you're right.
laundry with no pants on.
No pants on.
So, dude, Jarrod, what you been up to lately? You got your band going on. You got some streaming. What you been doing with gaming? What's up?
Man, it's been an incredible ride. I started streaming 3 weeks ago as of yesterday. And so that's been my main focus as of lately, obviously. But I still got the band going. We're playing shows here and there, getting together when we can. And then,
Shout out Cadillac Thieves.
The Cadillac Thieves.
Yeah.
And
What
of course,
genre? Sorry, what genre?
we're kind of all over the place. Kind of Texas rock.
Like a
Yeah.
red dirt kind of.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Kind of like Dalton's belly all
It's a
over.
cross Canadian ragweed cover band.
Essentially, yeah. If you'd ask Blake, that's what he would say.
That's fine.
But I mean, we try to throw in covers that are like the Cage the Elephant, Ain't No Rest for the Wicked. Dude, we started learning Reptilia by the Strokes.
I love
And
I'm gonna have to look for your band. Are you on Spotify by chance?
Yes,
or
they
no?
are.
yeah, we're everywhere, dude. Yeah, just Google us, you'll find us.
I'm about to say,
Dope.
go right now. Is a good time for a shameless plug, dude. Go for it.
Okay,
Yeah,
go.
well, we also do plugs at the end of the show, but you can plug yourself anytime, and also some of my artwork's on their album as well. So
It's
Fuck
true.
yeah.
It is true. Yeah, so the Cadillac Thieves, little Texas rock, country-esque. We definitely lean heavier into the rock side of things. But we're just a couple of dudes. Like, everybody's a dad except for me. So it's kind of dad rock. We had our last show. It was last weekend. We played at the Wild Duck that's downtown in Brownwood. Packed house, dude. That's a really cool place now. But yeah, we're just rocking out, chilling,
dude.
man.
Hell
When
yeah.
you said dad rock, my brain immediately went Volbeat.
Bold.
Yeah, they're a
really,
band I
because
know,
all I
which-
thought was home and now I'm 6 feet from the end.
I wouldn't say they're that. I wouldn't say they're that close, but they definitely, if you listen to a few Volbeat songs, you'll definitely hear go, yeah, that's a bit of dad rock.
Well,
Like, it just sounds like it.
I was always told that a good way to describe Volbeat was country music if you didn't like country music and you liked rock more than country.
That actually is a really good description for it because they have country elements, but when I listen to Volbeat, I'm just like, it's good with
See,
me.
if Vincent
Oh, wow.
would be confused as hell if he saw a playlist that said dad rock. He's like, oh, this is what my dad listens to. Like, this is not what my dad listens to. No
Where
one
are the
screamed
women
at me at all.
screaming?
Yeah.
Where
There's
the
no
women
death
scream-
grips on here.
Where are the women screaming at me that are going to give me emotional issues later on? I miss those.
I should call her.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, yeah, check it out. It's actually this was a birthday present last year, but it's like
No
fancy
shit.
looking.
Fucking hell,
This
dude.
is actually a censored cover because the real cover has the drummer's dick with the logo on it.
Of course it does.
Beautiful.
Dude,
Love it.
It's great. It's my favorite album.
No.
Yeah, you got that before we went to the concert.
Yeah, Devin's like, what do you want to do for your birthday? It's like, it's going to be pretty hard to top seeing Between the Bear and Me play Colors live last year. It's super hard to top that. Like, I couldn't. And I got to see just like that Friday before that as well. So that was a 2-concert weekend for me. That was a great birthday. And we did a bunch of it was great. It was a fun weekend. That was a good weekend. And we watched both the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movies.
Ooh.
It was great. It was a great night, man.
You were
That's
on
badass
cloud nine,
8B
weren't you?
queso.
Dude, we even fucking did some fucking karaoke and shit.
Ooh.
Fucking
Oh, yeah.
On cloud 9, weren't you, buddy?
I fucking love doing karaoke.
Mhm.
I'll do it by myself, but it's way funner with other people to sing with you,
Oh, of course.
or even just watch you.
Yep. Next get together, a couple of drinks,
Damn.
whip out the microphone. Let's go.
Home and now I'm 6 feet. No.
I haven't heard from that band in years.
No,
Wait,
Matt,
that was
I don't know who that would do. I can't tell you.
my brain is thinking either Creed or Hinder.
It's Creed. It's
Creed.
not
Okay, it's
Hinder.
Creed.
Close enough.
Like,
Ooh, I will
Hinder's
say
like,
for all. Okay, to get back on topic though, I will say for Jarrod, he hit affiliate.
Yeah.
And he celebrated that yesterday by doing a 12-hour stream.
I was on for 13 hours yesterday.
13 hours,
What a
man.
champion. My record is 9.5 hours.
Hell yeah. It was crazy. It's a lot of fun, man.
Pretty cool, man.
I did that on the Memento Morons Twitch stream and on Christmas Day because I kind of adopted a thing that I saw Pirate Software do where he streams on holidays mainly for people who don't have anybody to spend the holidays with. And I was like, you know what? I'll do the same thing. Granted, we're a lot smaller than, Pirate Software.
Yeah.
But, the thought was there, and I did that for 9.5 hours on Thanksgiving.
That'd be funny if he's doing that for people that don't have anybody, but he's ignoring his whole family so he can stream. Are you gonna come out for dinner? Leave me alone! So anyway, I'm trying to mine and stuff right now. I think I'm about to get some black ore. It's gonna be great.
Damn it. Excuse you, Matt. It's African American ore.
Sorry.
excuse you, it's Kenyan. This region has Kenyans in
Shut
it.
the fuck up.
So, Jarrod, just so you know, Connor's a little bit SJW.
Oh, okay.
He gets his panties in a wad fairly easily.
Yeah, he gets his panties
That's
in a wad.
social
It's
justice
black too.
warrior,
It's
right?
just funny to interrupt and say, actually, it's African American. I don't know.
That's social justice
don't know.
warrior, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's a great rapper, dude. I swear. Actually, no, my bad. His name's Tom McDonald. No.
So, you said that you're streaming and all that. What games are you focusing on? Or are you just a little bit of everything?
Yeah, dude, I'm all over the place. I started out, I try to break it up throughout the week to where like Monday and Tuesday is focused on a kind of solo adventure campaign. Then Fridays I focus on multiplayer. Saturday's been a wild card, and then Sundays are always a retro game. So my Mondays and Tuesdays have been Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Hell yeah.
And Fridays have been Marvel Rivals. Friday I played a little bit of Call of Duty Black Ops, and I think that's been it as far as Fridays. And then the Saturdays have been all over the place. Like we were talking about yesterday, I did Baldur's Gate all day. For some reason, I can't remember what I did last Saturday. Oh, I took last Saturday off. No, last Saturday I took off because we had a show. But yeah, the past 2 Sundays I've done Ocarina of Time. The first Sunday I played about 4 hours of it and got through the first 3 dungeons. And then last week I woke up and I was like, I bet I can get through the rest of this game today. I'm gonna try it. So I just woke up that day and decided to do a marathon and stream for 12 hours and beat Ocarina of Time right at midnight.
I'm still disappointed you didn't beat the Water Temple by 5. No, I'm kidding.
Connor gave me a 25-minute limit to beat the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time.
Motherfucker, Connor, you couldn't do it.
What he didn't tell you was he was in a dark room with the chair facing this way, and he had a cat petting with a fucking claw hand. He was like, "You have to beat the Water Temple in 25 minutes." Yes,
Jarrod,
Exactly.
Jarrod, beat the Water Temple.
Fucking trying to be Dr. Claw.
What is that? Inspector Gadget?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's Mr. Gadget.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, so I keep my games all over the place. Like I said, I try to break up the week and do themes throughout the week, so it's not mundane and know, change it up.
I mean, variety is the spice of life. So I mean, good on you for going off for a whole bunch of different things instead of just sticking to one shoebox.
Yeah, thank you.
Right. Sometimes I put in just one finger. Sometimes it's 2. Hell, when she's really spicy, you shove in 3, man.
Got to keep them guessing.
Gotta keep them on their toes.
Jesus.
It really sucks with these tiny hands.
Is it in yet?
I'm trying. Dragon fist.
Dragging these nuts.
Shut up.
So hell yeah.
Dude.
And today I plan on streaming Metroid Fusion.
Oh, legit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
congrats
yeah,
on
dude.
hitting affiliate, bro.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
It
Jesus
happened.
Christ, she did it. Way
Yeah,
too
it
fast.
happened. so fast, dude. Like I said, once I started streaming, I kind of went into it with a more business mindset, or at least tried to, and hit the ground running. You know, I started streaming, I started promoting my socials, I started a whole separate page, and that's honestly taken off a little bit better than I was expecting it to. Because for me at least, getting traction on Facebook is hard.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it is. I've been
Just because I accept so many friend requests from random people and shit, like whenever we started podcasting and we started hitting everything, and I just went through my entire friend list, and like, yo, our Facebook, we got like 110 already. I'm like, those are probably mostly for me, just because I was promoting the fuck out of us, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's rough trying to get off the ground on Twitch and everything, because like you said, you got to promote everything.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, when he was doing his Arena time, like granted, like I still like check in and I got you going, but I do other stuff. I'm just there as a stream. But dude, he got raided by like 13 people at once, man. This fucking thing flooded, and it was just like, yo, and like sub, like, oh. He stopped playing the game for us because he had time to jerk off.
Yeah, literally had to give him a show,
Hell yeah.
So yeah, it's been a crazy ride.
You got to give the people what they want.
Yeah, it's actually just a way to promote his OnlyFans. All right, so after I'm done beating Arena time, come to the Jarrod Allen Late Show after hours, where you see me take a shit on this console.
God.
That's where the real money is made. So you know, got to start somewhere.
You take the power supply out and put it on the table and be like, you heard of cake farts? This is brick farts.
Just develop a whole channel for waffle sting. And if you don't know what waffle stomping is, it's when you shit in a shower and you stomp it down through the drain with your foot.
I want to see old first edition Xbox 360 brick too.
Ooh.
Plug first.
The 360 could handle a huge shit on it. I bet you could shit on an old 360 and it'd be fine.
I say those old 360s are built like fucking tanks, dude.
Dude, the GameCube was a tank. We took a 12 gauge to an old busted GameCube, and it just kept. It was like Terminator 2, where it kept like crawling out of the fucking fire, like just die already.
Nokia 2600 looked at it, it's like, finally,
Dude,
a worthy
you should have seen
opponent.
the PSP, my old busted, because me and my brother saved all of our busted gaming systems forever, and Grandma was like, just throw them away, like they're gonna come in handy one day. And then after my very first nephew, after Noah's funeral, me and my brother and my fucking cousin Bubba, that's his like name, Bubba, we grabbed all of our fucking old consoles, and my cousin Bubba was also in the military, but he owns all these guns, so he's just like, all right, we're gonna go blow all this fucking shit up. And like, I put my PSP up there and just took and dude, it's like that scene from Scanners where the head, I was like, you want to break on me, motherfucker? Okay. Turn that shit into RoboCop, dude. It was awesome.
And then Nintendo said, let's not do the GameCube ever again, and it all went down from there.
Dude, I ended up getting a game. I got a new GameCube in there and everything with like all the fucking bunch of shit with it, dude.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
What you been up to there, Jarrod?
What else?
Yeah, dude.
Straight work in, man. I work, the band, and streaming, and spending time with my lovely wife. That's my life.
Hell yeah, dude.
We got 3 married guys in here. Fucking cringe.
Hey, I don't think I could watch One Piece by myself. I'm gonna be honest.
Fair.
Your attention would deviate so fucking fast, dude.
And
Well,
truth
it's
be
like,
told,
because the only people I know I can talk to about it is Connor and Joey. Because Joey's a huge fan, Connor's been a huge fan, so when shit's going down, like Ace just died in this last arc, and like Devin knew
Spoiler
it was going
alert.
to happen.
Oh my
and
god, spoilers!
And she was still like,
Oh no, 10 years. Shut the fuck up.
for real. She keeps spoiling it for me, and I'm like, we're right there. I got us the Dynasty Warriors 3 it's One Piece version of Dynasty Warriors, and we have to stop playing because the battles we're on are right on the arc we're on, and we're like, all right, let's just try it, but it spoiled who was in that arc at that time, so we're waiting. We finally just finished it, so we can finally finish this last level on the video game because we're like neck and neck.
That's badass.
Yak.
And honestly, my freaking attention span just sends me all over the damn place with fucking Terminator projects and shit.
You have the attention span of a fucking mosquito, bro.
Ben, you sneeze and you come up with a new channel for your autistic shit.
Dude,
Like, bro,
there's
how ports look like vaginas.
No.
Genius.
no, dude, Connor, if you actually take a look at it though, it's all itemized and shit. And I
I don't care if it's itemized. That's a lot.
I muted every single one of them.
You're a hoarder of ideas, bud.
Oh no! I'm actually gonna make those ideas come true. As a matter of fact, the freaking first part of my whole T1000 project is hitting my door tomorrow.
Yeah, every time he's taking a shit and thinking, it's just, don't you know I'm a dreamer, but my heart of gold, and to run all night.
The bad thing is, this server you're making, dude, it's gonna be so racked with autism, it's probably not gonna work right.
Dude, it's gonna be fueled by puns and memes. I've got George Jetson taking orders from a T1000. Okay?
Yeah, that sounds like a
Did anyone
fucking
understand
Pee-wee's Playhouse shit. Your fucking chair's gonna be like, you said the magic word. And you're gonna like, I'm making a new computer. You're gonna go batch. You're gonna end up in a fucking Waffle
puts
House
googly eyes on
alleyway.
He puts
He's
googly
gonna be the
eyes.
guy in the corner screaming about fucking terabytes, dude. Terabytes took my father away. Ah! Like, what are you talking about?
They're putting terabytes in the water and turning the fucking frogs gay.
He's sitting in a fucking cardboard box, wrapping his head in tinfoil, talking about he is the Wi-Fi.
Boy, are you a robosexual?
No, I'm a bisexual. I have sex with them and then say bye.
Yeah, Jordan, this is what we have to deal with.
Jared.
Jared,
You're fine.
Sorry.
Y'all never met. I have only seen your
All
legs
good,
like
Joyce.
one time. Yeah.
Joyce.
Boy, we got
Yeah,
Joyce here. He's our favorite New Yorker.
yeah, Matt was convinced I didn't have legs until I.
Yeah, I
said
thought
it
you just
one day.
hovered around like MODOK.
If only. If only.
Oh
my
man,
God.
so they put Nosferatu extended cut on Peacock finally,
Mhm.
which is fucking great. Here's one small example. Like in the original one, when he's signing the fucking deed with Nosferatu, and he's like, "And now for your signature," and it's like super, woo. In the extended cut, he's like, "And now your signature, last 4 of your social, 2 forms of ID, and your last 3 check stubs."
Jesus. God,
And
love
now
that.
I believe it because I'm like, he's signing a form. He needs all that. He got to call his wife back up. Like, hey, can you like fax me this like check stub real quick?
We gotta do a throwdown on Nosferatu because I think you and I might be polar opposites.
I still
with
need
that
to see
movie.
it. I want to see it.
Yeah, I need to watch
Yeah, I
it.
need to watch it
Just
too.
sign up for a trial for Peacock and knock it out, and then
Then
Hit
just
never go
cancel
back.
it.
Peacock's got
cancel
some
it,
good shit
yeah.
on it, man.
It really does.
They just put a freaking Gladiator 2 on there too, I think.
I mean,
Dude.
Peacock's basically an Office subscription.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Not to mention, it's also got Falling Down on there. I
They
believe.
took away our Prime subscription. We're now USDA approved. It'll be just as fine as Prime.
Oh my gosh. So,
Fucking-
so I guess what would be shit. Oh, that fucking reminds me. I actually talked with Jarrod about this last night whenever he was doing his stream, Connor. Since you're kind of taking the reins right now for the streaming,
Yeah.
we're talking about fucking collabs.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I did mention during a Zelda stream if sometime we could probably play Rivals together because
Yep.
I finally got a chance to play the thing on Rivals. Bro, he's the main take now. There's just something so fun about a beefy New Yorker running around, fist pumped up, ready to go, just saying the most gobbledygook shit imaginable.
And you
I
wonder why
fucking
It's gobbledygook time.
I
And
mean,
you wonder why-
verbatim.
You wondered why I played the Hulk mainly, Connor.
Check the watch. It's almost gobbledygook time.
You know,
Like, it is so fun.
Speaking of like some big dude being a badass, there's a guy on One Piece called Whitebeard who like they straight up are fighting the Marines. Like this is like a huge battle, and like he does this thing tearing down the building, and the Marine guy's like, "What, are you just gonna break the whole place?" He's like, "Just send me the bill when we're finished here." Like you're like, that's like said, fuck you, dog. Dude, even when he died at the end, it's like Whitebeard sustained 137 like sword stabs. He was shot 400 times. He was hit with 37 cannonballs. Like he died on his feet. Like he had 4 dudes stuck in him with like bullets in his face. He's like, "You think that's all you need to take me down?" You're like,
So, tied to be the actually guy, it turns out he takes a much more grievous injury in the manga, Matt. So, do you know the scene when the lava guy Kanyu shoots and he hits his beard with lava?
yeah.
No, in the manga, he shoots off half his fucking face. Half his whole face is just gone.
Yeah, but that's the moneymaker, man. The show had to keep it in.
But just fucking imagine that, being shot half in the face and you're still able to stand up and just go,
Not the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I've watched snippets of Baki the Grappler and everything, and
I cannot watch that show.
That's like what I've seen from that is the Japanese voice act. Like, oh yeah, it's like it's too high. It's like it's like the sub of Dragon Ball Z. I do not like Japanese
Goku just in English.
Goku.
Hi,
voice.
I'm Goku.
I mean, it's not much different than Ninja Scroll.
You're a Ninja Scroll.
Yeah, you're a Ninja Scroll.
Ninja Scroll was such a good movie, though.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
I gotta say though, from fucking zero to hero with the streaming shit, it's quite a feat for a console convert.
I was just about to
Bro.
fucking.
Yeah.
I was just about to make one. All right,
Yes.
that.
Making a fucking segue.
I had the podcast topics up, and I was like, console convert. Okay, I'm gonna throw it. But I mean, even then, like I am new on the PC as well as of a couple years ago. I am not PC Master Race though. I still very much love PlayStation till I die. I still very much love it. Because when I'm on PC, what I do like about it is it does have a lot of titles that like you can't get anymore. There's a bunch of shit that's just not on consoles, so there is a freedom there. And people are like, well, you could just use the control on a PC. Like, I don't want to. I want the PC to be its own thing. Mouse and keyboard is PC gaming to me. If I want a controller, I'm just gonna get on my PlayStation because I enjoy it. I don't know. I have been loving the gaming though. I just got done beating Gun, which is like the Neversoft Red Dead Redemption, which Steam had, and I was like, fuck yeah. Although I've been burned, I wanted some Prince of Persia games. I was like, bet. I added like 3 of them to my wish list, and they're all $10 each. And then that same day, they went on sale for $2 each. So I got all 3 of them. 2 of them I can't even play because like there's a weird pop-up that's like, oh, you need to run it through .exe and run it as administration. You need to download these things to overwrite. And I did all those workarounds, and it still won't work.
Well, I mean, you could look at it like this. Even though you bought 3 games and 2 of them didn't work, and those
I
3 games,
I got one of them for $6.
yeah, it's still a 40% discount. So I mean,
That's why I didn't ask my wife when I spent $8 on the RoboCop game on the PlayStation last night when she was gone. It's like,
Worth.
Mhm.
That game is so worth. I said it on the stream, but it's an absolute love letter, and it's just
dude, they look like the OG
the work
characters.
they put in for it.
Like, and as I was like, this better be violent, and like heads are like, oh yeah, fuck
God.
yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Matt, you can shoot them in the dick and they'll react. They will literally grab their non-existent crotch and screech in pain because you literally. And the best part is when you shoot them in the dick, the game will say critical shot. It will tell you did good. No mercy for Detroit. Shoot him in the balls.
I mean,
Hey.
Connor did blow up half of the city, though.
I did. It was fun.
Hey, Connor.
Actually, one of the best things I did was a biker came up and was riding right towards me. And for a brief moment as he came near me as Robocop, it said, E prompt, grab. I was like, I can't. So then I just, and then I just threw him at another
Pick their
biker.
ass up.
Everything exploded, and I was just like,
Oh no, I was talking about the part where you shot the boom barrels when you got mad at me for telling you to do it again.
yeah, because you're a fucking sadist and you want me to die, you fucking fat
Only in
bitch.
video games.
I don't care. Well, that one sucked because it was a hostage situation. There were barrels everywhere, and it's like, it's gonna blow up if you shoot wrong. So I'm like, okay, I won't shoot wrong. Guy comes out of nowhere with an RPG, and two things happened. Either two things. First, his RPG shot, hit a barrel, boom. Or B, I shot, the barrels went through his skull and shot the thing and killed him. So I was just like,
I've
oops.
got an idea for a Twitch challenge.
What?
Ooh.
Beat RoboCop using only dick shots.
Oh God.
Okay,
I mean, come on.
that can be done, but on some enemies I can't because there's robots in there, and I don't know if I never tried
Shoot
to
him
shoot
in
him
the lug
dick.
nuts. Shoot him in the lug nuts.
Yeah.
Also, you have to
there's
fight the
nuts
fucking-
somewhere.
Also, you
Yeah.
have to fight the fucking mechs from the first RoboCop.
Yeah, put your
movie. That's
finger in their
intimidating to
exhaust.
see. 'Cause
Tickle
they
it.
even put in the old 80s sounds for them. Like that giant mech comes out and it literally growls like a jaguar. I'm like, what the fuck? And even it makes that screeching, high-pitched scream noise when it falls down the stairs and it's like, Wah! I'm like, damn, they really went all out for this
Like-
game. They really
And
did.
every time you shoot him in the dick, it goes.
But yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's a mod for that.
shoot every
yeah.
human in the dick and shoot every robot in the ball bearings. There you go.
It's like when you put the little mods on Halo and you pop a head and it goes, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the skull modifier. Actually, I'm not proud of this mod I'm about to admit I had for Halo. But I found one mod on the Steam Workshop where it said female Sangheili elites or whatever, and it's like I added tits and ass to elites, and I was like, you know what? Just for the lulz, let me put it on. So I did, and it was for Halo 2. The problem is, it was so... I don't know who did that. It wasn't for the Halo 2 graphics, the original. It was for the Anniversary Edition, which means they detailed everything on it. And I'll meet one and I'm like, that's great and all, but then after I killed one and walked up to it, it has a fucking schlong on it too. So I'm just sitting there like,
See, and the worst part is he was trying to figure out how to play with one hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
Connor found a new
Super
kink
hard.
that night.
New
that
kink unlocked.
comment is always on Steam for porn games. It's literally just, man, I don't know how I did it, but I can play games one-handed now. It's incredible.
Hey, just buy one of these mouses that has like the.
Got the buttons on the
Bro,
side. There you go.
fucking-
These things.
There's, it's the best. Like this
I've got a basic
only
bitch
came. This is
Steel
the only
Series
item
1.
that came faster than my blue PlayStation 5 controller, which had 1 day shipping. This I had overnighted, so before I even woke up, it was at my door, and it's like new mouse for MMOs.
Dude.
See, yeah,
it's-
I guess I am a Master Race guy.
To be fair, Matt, I'm still surprised this is gone.
Hell yeah.
That's the one you bought me.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I got bored one day when I still had money at one of my previous jobs, and I was like, you know what? Everyone gets a titty mouse.
Hell
I
yeah.
got Dalton the Sambus one. I got Ben
Faye
Faye
Valentine.
Valentine one, but you said that's dirty and doesn't work anymore, right?
It got messed up.
Yeah,
It got
Yes.
which
messed up.
Dirty.
I'm ashamed of you, Jace. Or-
Well, it's because I was using Devon's.
didn't even
Devon's
get
is
one.
cracked in the back, and I'm
Oh
not
my
the biggest.
God.
I'm not the biggest JoJo fan. That's all her. So
I'm gonna say, Connor, why are you saying me? I didn't even.
I forgot because I was wanting to get you one, but you wanted a specific Carlac one, and I had to like figure out who on Etsy could do like a customized like how they make it perfectly. Because I didn't want to get you one where it looked haphazardly bad. I wanted to make sure if I got you one, it was gonna look nice. I
Yeah.
then showed the one to Matt, and he's like, "That's really cool. I'd like that." And I immediately just bought and said, "Enjoy."
I think with regards to the whole going from console to PC, I think depending on where you end up on I keep wanting to say on the spectrum, but fuck it, I
mean,
guess it works.
yeah.
I guess it works.
Yeah.
Depending on where you end up on the spectrum, you're either going in it just for the games or you're going in it from a hey, I can do things with this. Hey, I can make this. You know, if you're on this side of things, then you dive much more into it as opposed to someone who just turns it on, play game, dopamine.
Yeah.
Well, that's me.
Another thing,
And there's
is when
nothing
it
wrong
comes-
with that.
No, there's
Before
nothing
I played
wrong with
games,
that.
this was just a very expensive podcast machine.
Yeah.
And then I
Also-
started getting games on it, and like,
And you're like, oh shit.
yeah,
Yep.
there's. I mean, one perfect example, because like my wife got a new game. It's like, you know, she gets to like farm and run around and make gardens, and I was like, Postal 2's $1. So I'm just chopping bodies up, because I've been telling her this game, like, man, so I had a task where I had to go pee on my father's grave. I end up getting hit in the back of the head by some hillbillies, wake up in a dungeon in a gimp suit after being, I'm assumed, very raped. And I gotta fight my way out. Even the silencers in those games, you just put a cat at the end of your barrel and you just shoot through a cat. There's Gary Coleman in there.
Yep.
You gotta kill in a mall.
What
Hey,
game
Matt.
is this?
Postal
Postal
2.
2.
Do
It
not
is-
stream
You
it.
survive as
It's a
week.
treasure.
You pretty much just get random mundane tasks to do during the week, like go to pick up a package, go pay a fine. But you could just do it the most violent you want to. You could just kick in doors. Everyone has guns. You can pee on people. The only way to put yourself out when you're on fire is you got to unzip your pants, hit the pee button, and pee up so you rain piss down on yourself.
Now,
Let me-
Fire out.
I'm gonna say this, Jared. Do not stream this.
Oh, no,
No, you probably
I
can't.
already caught on to that.
Even
wanna know the
Devin,
worst-
or not Devin, Vincent was like, he's like, why are you peeing? And I want to play. I'm like, you're not playing this game. No, you're never playing this game until you're old enough. But
You will get banned.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I
You wanna
already
know-
beat. I actually beat it. It's only like 5 days, and the one I got also had the extra Saturday, Sunday, which gets crazy. There's like zombie apocalypse, and you get to go bust open a bunch of cows' heads with a sledgehammer. And then once you beat it, all like 3 pages worth of cheats, bro.
Yeah.
Like insane
Hey, Matt.
cheats. Like here's all the ammo, money. You could be super fast. You can have like anti-gravity, big heads, all like. I even got the DLC on it, so I could play a new week because apparently I'm going on a small rant. What do you want to say, real quick?
So I was gonna say, hilariously, everyone's like, "Yeah, don't stream it," and my brain was like, "What if I did a stream for it one day and had Matt as a guest? Just us chilling and playing Postal 2."
You might could do like a pacifist mode, which is super hard because everything's trying to kill you.
It's
you don't
really
have,
hard
you don't
to do a
have,
pacifist
yeah, you don't
mode.
have to go murder everybody and chop up people with a fucking scythe, but.
I was about to
Um,
say, Connor, if you did that, I'll let you explain to Dalton why our channel got banned for 7 days.
Look, man, if I want to kill people who are getting butthurt over video games causing violence, I'm gonna fucking do it. Fuck those people.
I don't know
I
if it's so
just-
much the violence.
I know, it's other things. It's just,
Everyone knows it's
Hold
rap
up.
music that causes the violence.
Yeah, exactly what Matt said.
I mean, Eminem
the
said
rap
so,
hop.
guys.
I don't
Yeah,
know
man.
why. I do not know why. But the moment that Matt was talking about Vincent wanting to play whenever he sees him peeing and stuff, I just picture Vincent going, "Why are you peeing in this game?" And Matt's like, "That's not peeing. That's streaming the long way."
The long way.
There's actually a one day when you hear, because your character's name is just the dude.
Yep.
And like you hear him like, I gotta piss. I really need to piss. And so when you go to pee, it starts taking your health away. Then you got to go to a clinic now, and it turns out you have gonorrhea. And the way to get cured for gonorrhea, you go into the piss-o-matic, and it's like, please do not dribble. But it's just nasty. It's a gross, very crude game.
You know what?
But
yeah.
I'm gonna
it's just
ask
funny
Google,
because
can I get-
Devin gets a new game and it's cute and adorable, and I'm fucking chopping heads off and peeing on corpses and setting everything on
Matt,
fire.
Listen on yourself.
Matt over here, it's a gross and deplorable game. Game of the year.
Well, because
I'm asking Google.
there's
Not
a
approved.
DLC for it, because when Postal 3 got made, it was a different company that started firing all the teams, so it was just a shitty game. And so what the original creators of Postal 2 did was their DLC for Postal 2 just made the third game a bad nightmare from his coma. So they retconned number 3 as DLC part 2. Because you know what happens when you beat the game? You come home, your wife yells at you, and you shoot yourself in the head. You won! Congratulations, you beat Postal 2.
Yes,
I guess-
Connor.
Hey, guess what? Postal 2 isn't on the list. It can be streamed.
Oh yeah.
So Matt, how about one day? How about one day we do just a big Postal 2 stream of the whole game? I can stream it and you can chill with me, or we'll work something out.
I'm down with it. It's a fun time, especially when you're pissed
I
off.
never got to finish it. I got to day 3 because the second day I was just laughing at the fact that games like kill Gary Coleman. I'm like, what the fuck?
They do have Postal 1 for free, but it's a completely different vibe.
Oh,
That is just Murder a Town. It's like that game Hatred that came out, but less edgelord.
Hatred.
You have Hatred. You're just a
Of
long
course
black
you
haired,
do.
and it's just like, I'm gonna kill every motherfucker, blah blah. And don't get me wrong,
Humanity's a disease.
my pupils do dilate when I'm playing it. Like, "Argh, go blow up the police station, okay?
How do I
Should I
set
have
up a
said
chain
that
reaction to
out
blow
loud?
up this reactor? But you'll kill everyone. That's exactly what I want.
the point. Yeah, so that's pretty much the first Postal. It doesn't even have music when you're playing it. It's just Murder Town. Go on next level, Murder Town. You know what the last level in the first Postal game is? Elementary school. They took it out. They took it out of the Redux when they made it because they're like, well, when we made it, it wasn't. It was like this could never happen, and now we just did a different level because.
Yep.
But like, wow,
So
dude, that's.
to steer the ship back on course, what got you into being
We're
PC
still on
game?
course. We're talking about PC games right now. You cannot get Postal 2 on the PlayStation. That is,
I'm
it's
just
not. You're not going to play Postal 2 on your Nintendo Switch.
This is turning into a Postal 2
Yeah, it's
podcast.
turning into a Postal 2
Matt, you don't have-
podcast.
Hold on, Matt. You don't have the talking stick. Hush up.
Yes, I do, bitch.
I-
Yo,
Oh,
both
fuck
guys
You
said-
have,
I'm
the,
bigger.
you have the diabetes stick, Jace.
You know what? Fuck it.
I don't think
God, you're such a fucking edgelord. I have sharp
I
stuff.
need another hit.
He's the guy from the Hatred game, dude.
But no, it is turning into a fucking Postal 2
I'm sorry, I had to
podcast.
rant. It's something I could never play on PlayStation.
Like
This
I
is
said,
gonna be
That's cool
something.
shit.
This is gonna be a real fun edit. I'm just gonna say.
Okay.
what I was
Yeah.
asking Jarrod is like, what got you to leave from console gaming to migrate over to PC gaming?
Hell yeah. So, I mean, I've been strictly pretty much console since I was like, 5, 6, 7. And for some reason, it was like 2 years ago, I caught a wild hair in my ass and wanted to get a Steam Deck. And because I love my Switch, but I was getting tired of it because, that thing is dated now. And
Yeah.
any of their new games that are coming out run poorly on it.
They
I
run
mean-
poorly, or they're remakes from the old days.
Exactly, which isn't entirely a bad thing, but I just kind of got tired of it. And I saw the Steam Deck out there, and I was like, I love portable gaming. Let's try this. And so I got my Steam Deck, fell in love with it, and then the Steam aspect of it all happened. Like,
That'll do it.
it opens your world and all the sales that they do, and you can just add shit to the wish list and backlog it, and then it all goes on sale eventually. And then here you are, next thing you know, you've got 20 games that you don't even realize that you just happened to buy because they were
and
on
you got
sale.
them all for like $3 too.
Exactly.
I'm about to say, you came in probably one of the lulls because during June, July, they do the Steam summer sale.
hmm
The games on that will get discounted up to 99% off or completely free.
Yeah,
Yep.
Steam does that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You
So-
see the NSFW tab, and you're like, and then
Yeah.
a whole new world.
Literally a whole new world. But so I got introduced to the Steam Deck, and then at the end of that year, I started thinking, I was like, well, shit, I should just get a PC. And so I started researching it, and I was trying to find one I could just buy. And then I quickly found out that was a bad idea. Don't just buy your PC. That's whenever I hit up Ben. Big shout out to Ben, dude.
Yeah.
I owe so much to Ben
He is
for
the
helping
guy.
me.
actually
Anytime
have
someone
to-
mentions they want a PC, I'm like, I know your dude. He'll be like,
Yep.
what's your budget? Here's the best things for your budget. What's your
Yep.
budget?
Real
Here you
quick.
go. That's how we
Real
got
quick.
ours, because him and Devin, so.
Real quick, Jared, if I might cut you off,
No, you're good.
I have to thank Ben as well because. So I didn't have Monster Hunter Wilds, Ben. Not at all. With my current situation, no way I could skim for it. Randomly, Jordan messaged me yesterday like, "Hey, bud, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing at the moment. What's up?" He's like, "All right, this is for you, bud." He got me Monster Hunter Wilds. And originally, as I downloaded, which by the way, took like 10 minutes to download, Ben. 10 fucking minutes for that new game. And all I'm seeing on the store is, oh, the PC optimization is bad. You guys failed. And I asked Jordan, like, what's your situation? And he's like, it's been working fine for me. So I'm like, okay. Damn, Cat, don't blind everyone. So then I decided to start it up, and it runs fine.
Oh,
Is it like the best graphics imaginable? I don't know. I haven't checked. I just know it runs smooth, like a baby's bottom. And the whole time I'm thinking one end, thank you, Jordan, for getting this. On the other end, God damn it, I have to thank Ben again. Because this PC that he's made for me, wait, I have NSF pictures. I can't show you the tower.
Fuck it. Do it. Fucking do it.
You know what? Technically, I can't.
I got titties on my
Look at
shit,
this boy. Look at all that.
Oh,
if my
yeah.
hand wasn't shaking, my hand wasn't fucking shaking like a goddamn Alzheimer's.
That's hot.
What? Why did I say Alzheimer's? Jesus Christ. My
Okay,
point
Mark
being,
over here with Parkinson's.
I would just like to say about your monitor.
well, tower, but yeah.
But yeah, it's. I mean, that's where the fucking tism gets tickled, I guess. If you like making things, if you appreciate the delayed gratification dopamine hit, where you work on something, gradually put it together piece by piece by piece, and then you hit that fucking button and everything works, and you're just like, yes. The fucking the hit is stratospheric.
Yeah, it's such a good feeling. Like, I mean, you know, people love cocaine and marijuana and this, that, and the other, but that's a whole different drug of its own, man. Just building something but yourself and doing all that research. And like I said, Ben helped me out a shit ton, but I also got a lot of help from YouTube University. There's guys out there that I was watching that helped me, you know,
yeah, and a lot of the times
stuff.
it's like some fucking Indian dude who has like 10,000 subscribers, and you're like, thank you,
dude.
One video for this one specific thing I need.
Nah, dude. Actually, no. You got motherfuckers that have been long in the game.
I know that. I'm just saying, there's a lot of times where you get that one like at a country guy who has the exact specific 4-minute video you need.
Yep.
Listen, Matt had to get his racism joke in, okay?
Now, I will say
It always is, though. It's not even racist. It's just fact.
It's just the truth.
I will say this. I got some obscure overclocking tips from a dude that lives in Israel. So, and it was for this fucking thing, which, for the record, it still has me firmly slotted in the top 10 fastest systems for its configuration in the world.
Firmly slotted.
It's got me like in 3 spots. I'm like number 3, 7, and 10.
Oh shit.
And the only people that beat me are either South Korean or German. It's freaking weird.
Hey,
That
Ben, focus over here. Both eyes on us, buddy.
Oh, really? All right.
Hey,
fucking
all 4 eyes up here, bud. All 4 eyes up here.
The fucking
Nerd.
captain and his crew of fucked up, overplayed jokes. Jesus Christ.
Okay, to be fair though, if there's a T-Rex, like, a bad joke to you, Ben, I love you, but if there's a T-Rex that existed, but it had 4 giant eyes that were just like chameleon everywhere, that is nightmare fuel, actually. Could you imagine that?
See, because
Yeah, you're looking at it right now.
No, Ben's not
spiders,
scary.
with
He's
spiders,
funny.
I don't like the long,
Yeah, funny looking.
sharp-looking legs, but also with their eyes. Their eyes give me the wheelies too. So
What was that face, Ben? Just expecting like, what?
He's getting mad at me, he's getting mad at me when I was rapid fire with the jokes.
Meanwhile, I'm sure
because
being
it's
like,
so
hey,
overplayed. Jesus Christ! I've been hearing that shit since 4th grade. In
you're gonna
basic
hear it till
training,
you fucking
He is
die,
right.
Bubba.
Yeah, you know why?
in basic fucking training, I heard from a female military training instructor who was staring like clear across the fucking room. I guess she felt like she needed to be noticed. She's like, "Hey, stop eyeballing me, crazy eyes." And I'm just looking at you. I'm like, "What the fuck are you? Like 4 foot nothing? Fuck off."
Well, Ben, you were looking at her tits and the snack machine
to
at the
be
same
fair,
time, so-
to be
No.
fair,
Jesus Christ.
aren't drill instructors supposed to find those little bits on people and just break them
They're
for it?
supposed
Wow.
to- they go
Oh,
after
yeah,
your
bud.
insecurities.
And to be fair, Jace, the whole point of basic military training is to get you in the fittest shape of your fucking life. So bold of you to
Which-
assume that there's a snack machine.
Hey,
Again,
I
I-
am in shape.
I wanna. like, here's the thing. I love making jokes against Ben. We all love making jokes against each other. But he went through it, you know? He did what he needed to do. So it's like basically saying, like, haha, Ben, you're married, fucking loser. Meanwhile,
to be fair, we did just praise his ass for helping everyone's PC out.
Yeah.
So we just gotta bring him down a bit from the peg we just put him up on.
Listen, we can't let his head get overinflated, okay? We gotta
It's-
keep him grounded.
It is
Yeah, because
actually
then when he starts taking baths, he's gonna float upside down.
it's actually kind of funny because whenever Jarrod first came to me, he was asking about the budget and everything. He was looking at getting a graphics card
Not that way, Connor.
that
I
ended
know.
up being the exact same cost as his whole computer that I parted out for him. And he was like, "Do I get this?" And I'm like, "No, fucking no. You don't get this. You get this, and then the extra $1,000 that you didn't spend on a graphics card, you get this. Like, holy fuck."
I mean, I will admit, Ben did put me in the right direction for the RAM and the GPU and CPU I needed for my.
again,
I needed to get an upgrade.
he's definitely the guy. If I ever hear someone say, I
Yeah.
need a PC or I need something, my brain immediately just goes, I know a guy.
Yep.
So, I only had the only issue with mine was I couldn't put it all together with my fucking bare paws. Luckily, I had a buddy of mine who was able to put it together because he got those little squirrely hands and everything.
Ben looks at motherboards
You're
like
welcome.
he does MILFs. Mother, I'd like to filibuster. And he knows what to do.
No, that's a motherboard I'd like to fix.
There we go. There we go.
I
There
can
we go.
fix it.
I can fix her.
the dude from the Holes movie. I can fix that.
Oh god. But nah, it's two completely separate things. Like I think on the delayed gratification side of things, I think Jarrod and myself might be alone in that regard. Like, because Connor, you're trying, but I think it's more along the lines of I press button, it don't work. What's going on?
No,
You know?
I definitely have a caveman aspect to it. Just because I feel like once everything's in place, there shouldn't be that much of an issue, but it always feels like when I find the issue, it's something I just can't process. But then Ben is immediately just like, have you tried putting the square thing in the square hole? And I'm just trying to like slam it into the triangle, like, why not?
I
That's why
feel
you-
that when stuff happens on my games that I can't just instantly like Google or try to find like a real quick fix, like changing something simple around, then it becomes like I don't know what I'm fucking doing because I'm not privy to all of this.
I mean, Ben's
Even when I went
guy-
to clean, I went to clean the inside of the PC out, and when I put it back, I started hearing like this buzz, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And like, cause I accidentally touched one of the fans, so the fan was like slightly off kilter, and then like it was freaking me out until I like touched back where it needed to be, and it's like
Oh, we're good.
hacker man, like
Ben's kind of like that guy that on that TikTok video that went viral where he just puts every shape in the square hole. It's like the circle goes in the square hole, the bridge goes in the square hole, just like traumatizing people. But his
You
work
go through the whole lid.
Hey, all my builds are jank as fuck, but hell, I had a gaming PC last me
You're-
12 years before
Yeah,
I retired it.
that thing was begging for death.
And it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back to life as our fucking server and part of my fucking home automation shit.
I still gotta give you the ye old tower I got from my brother, which I will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At
The
some
more
point you
the
will
more
get it.
parts, the better. I'm definitely down.
I don't know how
fucking-
good
the-
they are. I just
the
know
leaning
I would
tower
figure.
of PC. Just
Well, dude, I'm still like, I think I'm gonna have to push everything back regarding the game servers until the summer because then I'm not going to school or anything, and I can just focus entirely on that shit.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm still planning on getting fucking Power World, all the arcs, anything and everything that we've got our eyes on. If I can fit it in there, it's going up.
Mhm.
And
Hell
so
yeah.
we have a Patreon set up. We might as well throw something in there that's worthwhile for the Patreon.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
our
still say-
unreleased Hitler episode.
No, oh God, why did you say that?
If the audio wasn't
Hilarious.
if the audio wasn't fucked, I would have definitely done it. But the audio
The audio was
fucked.
fucked. It wasn't your
It
Hitler
was-
mustache.
No, dude. My audio didn't go through, and the freaking Craig audio I tried to
It's
download
because
it.
every
and I
time it
walked
picked
away.
it up, it was like, Fugenstickschneisten, Buschdeisten, gut.
No, seriously, the Craig audio failed to download, and I didn't realize it in time. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll just fall back on the freaking Radeon screen recording shit. And mine didn't go through. Everybody else was good, but not mine. And so I was like, well, fuck, this is scrubbed.
You really are super
So-
talented. I'm surprised you could run backwards this fast sitting in a chair.
So would that episode reconstitute of justifying needing a remake?
No.
Oh,
No.
that's a good segue. Fuck
No.
That was actually a pretty good one.
Oh, wait,
from you,
remake.
Gage. He doesn't get a lot of good segues in, man. But
I
like,
thought Jace was like, no, let's remake. And I'm like, let's not. And then I was like,
well,
oh,
we
wait,
kind of
segue.
did do an extra episode to cover up for it. So
Yeah, we did an extra episode, and that's why everything's all fucked up for timing and everything.
Mhm.
So opening up the floor. What do y'all consider justification for a remake with a previous IP?
15 years old minimum.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I also would say it needs to be faithful to what it was, or to at least. Yeah, that's the best I can say for it, is that it needs to have some amount of faithfulness to what it was previously. You know, unless they're saying, oh, hey, we're doing like a massive, hard It's kind of like when I think about this is a weird segue, but the Evil Dead movie, on how it was fine. But then Sam Raimi wanted to make the second one, was like, fuck it, do it again. And
like
then he
Evil
changed
Dead
the
2
direction
is its own
Yeah.
Yeah.
thing.
Like, he didn't have to do it, but then we got like naked dead chicks dancing in the graveyard without their heads, his
Laughing.
hand going crazy. Like, he didn't have to, but Sam Raimi just said, fuck it, we're doing it.
I think the one thing that everyone would agree on with regards to what constitutes justification for a remake is if the original game was great, but you'd be able to better flesh it out with the current technology that wasn't available at the time. Case in point. What's up?
No, get your case, because I have a case in point on those as well.
So
Which
I'm
everyone
gonna
will
go.
agree.
I'm gonna jump for the Resident Evil games first.
Okay, never mind. We're on the same page. Damn.
So
Yeah.
you're all thinking Resident Evil.
Yeah,
It's definitely the best case situation for a remake
Dude,
right now.
Like, because I love the original, the tank controls. It's all, it especially for the time era, it made it a bit scarier as well, because it's like you're watching yourself through like a security camera, and it had, but like when Resident Evil, like, because the first Resident Evil, when it got remade on the GameCube, like the graphics were like, I remember when you first see the zombie turn around, and it was like, it's mind blowing. It was terrifying. And there's like
they
the
also
redhead
added the
dude,
fucking.
like,
They added the dagger shit too. It's like,
and then like all the remakes of the Resident Evils. I haven't played 3, but 2 was fucking scary as fuck. And
3?
4, I restarted it. I was like, all right, I just beat it. Start again, change outfit. Let's go, baby. Woo!
I mean,
Now I get to do my full jacket play, because why make him lose his cool jacket like at the beginning of the game? It's the best.
yeah.
I will say at some point when I do get a hold of another job and I'm able to have money again, I do want to grab Resident Evil 4 on the PC and do a stream for that, because
Hell yeah.
It's so good, dude. It's because I've
legit-
beaten it
yes.
enough, and they did enough changes where it's like, what do I do?
it felt fresh.
It's
Yeah,
very
it felt
fun,
like a new
dude.
game, honestly.
I was even upset. One of the big things that was said is that I loved how cheesy Leon was in Resident Evil 4, and I'm like, God, now it's going to be all serious. Nope, he still says
He's
stupid
still like
cheesy shit in the
99
remake.
nights.
There's only one line I wish they would have kept for him, and I would have just been sold. If it was, Sadler, you're small time, because it just sounds like the dumbest comeback ever. But even Sadler in the original's like, oh, you're funny. You're a funny guy. Sadler was more serious in this game, though. Like, he didn't have the whole patronizing America thing. He was just straight up religion and shit.
Yeah, it's fucking
But
dope, man.
otherwise, great remake. And as for Resident Evil 3, it's okay. Really
It's
short,
fun.
but it was okay.
I heard it should have just
Nemesis?
been a DLC for number 2, technically.
Yeah, Nemesis is just a scary wake up though from like deep, because the feeling of Mr. X just
I
stomping towards you and
fucking
RE2,
hate-
you're just like,
I hate the fact that there's a tyrant in these games now.
What the
It
hell?
adds such an extra like attention to the game that like something's always coming after you, and it's fucking. I don't like it. It scares me.
Okay, we need to
That's
pause
the
this
point.
for a second. We need to pause this for a
Ben just
second.
bought you RE4, didn't he?
Ben, you cocksucker, stop buying me things. He literally just bought me Resident Evil 4 on the PC.
Hey, let's consider it a streaming expense.
Yeah, I
Fair.
mean, you can write that
You
off.
said you were going to do it. We have you in 4K.
Oh, bro,
4K.
I'm absolutely want to play it again. It is so much fun.
You're gonna love it.
Like,
It-
even
I
mercenaries-
re-downloaded it recently to see where I was at, and I was on the very last like escape on thing. And so when I restarted, all I had was limited rocket launcher, which is like, well, this is just appropriate.
I still have that memory of when Matt let me borrow his Resident Evil 4 and his data, and then I accidentally deleted his file with the infinite launcher, and I was so scared, and immediately at that moment, all my brain could think of was, fix this. I grinded Resident Evil 4
I didn't
every
even
fucking
know.
day until I got the launcher back from him, and then I admitted it. I was like, so I deleted your file with the launcher, but I finally got it back after spamming.
He
for
got
it.
me
And I was
back
just like,
to the
okay.
same level where I was at with pretty much the same shit without me even knowing until he told me.
That's some dedication, bro.
Dude,
I felt terrible because I remember he said, "Don't touch don't delete it," and I deleted it. I was just like, "Ugh,
like as soon as I left, he's like, "Fuck that fool, bro."
no."
He did like the when he was done with it and shit. Like,
But yeah, I mean,
I
that's
was
another
going-
thing. Resident Evil 4 has such a passionate memory with me. So then when I finally got to play the remake, it just gave me that same feeling again. Just more better graphics, different dialogue, and the only thing I would ever say from Resident Evil 4, the remake, I didn't like was how they treated Krauser. Because it felt like he went less from some grizzled mercenary wanting power because of an injury to like the dude in the locker room who has like gay undertones, but will be like, "Bro, I'm not gay, shut up." Like he's just like, "Rookie, I missed you, Rookie. Remember the first time I saw your cute ass in the showers?" It's like, Krauser, that's gay. I'm not gay. Shut up.
I'm not gay, but you got a nice looking dick, you son of a bitch. Makes me
That's what
jealous. I
Krauser
want to
felt
brush
like
my
to me.
teeth with it.
One other thing I would suggest that would justify a remake is if it's unavailable in the wide medium anymore. Like,
Fair.
I would say, like, a good example, one of my favorite games was Pokemon Silver.
Oh yeah.
Well,
We gotta
that
talk
was
about
a-
Played
Nintendo too.
Pokemon Yellow again. That was like my favorite because I got a Pikachu automatically and another Pokemon.
And then they came out with on the 3DS Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Mhm.
And a few years after that, they abandoned the Wonder trading thing, so you couldn't trade online anymore. Basically, locking you out of how to get exclusive from the from Soul Silver and all that.
Yeah.
And so I would say that would be a good time to justify a remake is if you lock out a key feature of a game that is no longer widely available.
Understandable.
Yeah.
And actually, it kind of took the wind out of my sails with regard to a polar opposite example of a game that honestly really shouldn't be redone, but apparently
like
they did.
The new Horizon Zero Dawn
Well, I wasn't going that far.
or Last of Us.
Well, Last of Us. Hold on.
For the like 12th time.
Okay, so The Last of Us, if they remade it on the PS4, okay, cool, great. Because with the PS3, it was a bit of a buggy mess. I could kind of justify Demon Souls. Kind of. Because
That was a good remake.
That reamped because Demon Souls was like the first Soulsborne before
Yes.
Dark Souls really
Yeah.
took
Worst
over.
part is,
Well, 'cause
So that
Demon
was
Souls
yeah, I
made
would
by-
give it to that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
bosses weren't
made
even
by
hard.
Dark Souls.
well, the thing is, I look at it from a standpoint of reach and performance, because if it's not performing well, then you're not going to get the full experience. You're going to be complaining about how fucking slow and jaggy it is, not how freakish the fucking boss is as it's stomping your face in. you know. And with Demon's Souls, I mean, I got pretty fucking far on that game. I got through at least half the fucking bosses on my first go through. You beat it?
Hell
I've
yeah.
never beat it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
I haven't beat Demon's
The
Souls.
bosses aren't even the scary part. Like, yeah, there are some. Scary part is just the dungeons themselves. Like, going through all the mobs, fuck that. The bosses, fine.
But like, it would go into, well, Connor, you beat the game, so you know about this. Whenever you're at Boletarian Castle, right, the first fucking level, you're going through, you're trying to dodge the dragon. Whenever the dragon goes in, it turns from 30 frames per second to a fucking slideshow, and you're just like, you know?
Yeah.
That's, and that shit
It's buggy, of course it was.
yeah, it's all over the frickin' place because it was making the PS3 sweat like a chubby kid in the Chinese sweatshop.
Speaking of making like a console sweat, but a great remake, even though the original one was still really great and held up, fucking Shadow of the Colossus, man.
Oh,
I
yes.
never played
That
but I've
one
heard good
was
things.
fucking incredible.
My roommate would actually disagree with you on that one, mainly because of how the horse handled on that game.
The controls are still jank.
Well, of course the controls are jank.
I
It was the
don't know if
PS2.
I don't
But
know
no,
if
even
y'all
the
heard-
remake, the new one, the controls are still a little wonky.
It
don't
still
know if y'all
kind of
heard
had,
him.
but like it's still like it was a good like revamp of it. You know, everything was a
Still,
lot
yeah.
well, and
I would much rather play it, as the remaster now than on the original version.
I
Yeah.
For sure.
don't know if
So it's
y'all-
still
Ooh,
better.
Also, what's cool about a remake they did where you can also play the OG one at the same time is Diablo 2, where you
Yep.
could switch
Oh, yeah.
it back to like the old school version as well, like mid game. Like that was so fun.
Oh, so they did a thing kind of like with the Halo
on Diablo
remaster.
on Diablo 2 Resurrected, the main game plays, but that has a copy of the original game playing under. The
Oh yeah, under
That's-
it, so you could just swap pretty much your screen
Which
to like old
I would
school.
do just cause nostalgia.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about because with the Halo remasters, that's what they did. They literally had two versions of the game running simultaneously. So if you hit a button, it would switch from new graphics to old graphics.
But
Yep.
That's
there
what
are
Diablo 2
cases where I would argue for Halo, going back to the original graphics is so much better than the newer. And I'm not saying that because I think it's bad looking. Let me put it to you like this. There's a level on Halo 1. It's where the Flood first appear. I think the level is even called just the Flood. Playing that on the anniversary graphics, like you can see further into the woods. The
Yeah, the
lighting
old
is
one
like
just had a
in your
extra
face. It's just
spookier kind of vibe.
yeah,
to it.
it's kind of in your face, and you can even see the Flood like kind of walking around so much to where you're like, oh, they were up there. I didn't know that. Playing into the OG, it's a complete. The greatest trick Halo ever pulled was pretending it was just a shooter. That is a horror moment. Just going from
hoping
being
you were gonna
able to
like
just
say
like
that quote, kind of.
Also,
Yeah.
thank you for cutting me off, Connor.
I didn't mean to.
You're
sorry.
welcome.
Honestly, I think that's just an issue with how the game was remastered, not so much whether it needed it. Because think about it like this: if you were to revision that game, you'd still be enveloped in the fog, but with the extra graphical horsepower of the system that you're playing it on, you can have like the shadows are fucking moving and shit, so you don't know what the hell is going up the trees and shit. But it's like, it's something much better than what was done.
The level, like that level though, has so much of like a hold on me, just like Regenerators from Resident Evil 4. We'll get back to that.
Oh my god.
Because there is such a visceral feeling of when you finally meet the Flood in Halo, and then suddenly just that like music kicks in, which mixes like the space fantasy you've been, or space sci-fi, whatever you've been listening to, but that creeping sense of horror, like it's coming, it's getting bigger. And me as a kid, I was just like,
Turning the light on and shit.
Oh, dude, that's because you got an IV drip of member berries, bud.
and then
Member.
and
Yeah,
then
man.
I remember.
and then the Regenerators from Resident Evil 4. My God.
And no one cares.
If there was one thing in my head I thought of when I was playing the remake is, I'm going to have to experience that again. Nothing. This is in the top 3 of things that have scared me in games, along with, Jarrod, you know this, the dead hand from Ocarina of Time. That shit's scary. But just reading a paper, it's like, oh, Regenerators. Oh, they sound scary. Close it, turn around, walk to the doors, Leon, and then just greeted by this pale, gangly fucking thing. teeth growing out of its mouth, like unable to be contained, and the constant ragged.
Dude, just
Oh my
raspy
God.
breath, dude.
I dropped the controller, paused it, and I ran to my room. I was I refused to fight them until the game said, "Oh, hey, if you use the thermal scope, you can see the things." And then finally, that was the moment. Shake controller, trying to shoot them. That I was finally like, "Oh my God!" And then I remember Matt, the one area you have to like activate a button. It's like, okay, push, and then you just see the camera, and I'm like, "What's going on?"
It's
New
coming
variant,
up behind
metal
you.
everywhere, violently twitching, breathing just as loud. In my brain, I was just like, fucking goddamn it, whoever made this, I'm gonna kill them in their sleep, because this is nightmare fuel.
Yeah, I got my PSVR back, and I've been replaying Resident Evil 7, and oh my God, dude.
That is one of the most terrifying experiences I've ever had in my entire life. Is whenever
It's-
Matt let me borrow
the
Resident
scariest
Evil 7
thing in
and
the
play
world.
on VR.
It's
I was
terrifying.
legitimately scared, dude.
I'm holding my breath, like, don't come around, don't come around, don't come around, don't come around. And like, dude, I knew this jump scare was gonna happen when you're like being chased from the mom, and you have no weapons, so you have to just hide and peek around, and then you get trapped in a crawl space, and all the lights go off, and I was like, she's gonna be right here, and then like,
I'm not a claustrophobic person, but if there's one thing that's ever given me that feeling of claustrophobia, is that what Matt was just talking about, creeping around in those crawl spaces and stuff in that game and hiding, and how you have to like actually move your head to peek around.
You have to
and
peek
stuff.
by actually like, oh fuck. I'm not saying I'm not breathing at all. I'm
Just wanted to throw that out there. It's crazy.
I figured
fucking
Matt would be
scary.
all for it being
I am.
chased by Lady D, mainly because that's his type.
Well,
of
no,
weapon.
I need the PSVR 2 to play Resident
Yeah.
Evil 8, which
He
I do
doesn't-
want to just for that. That's the whole
Resident
reason I
Evil
wanted
7
the first one.
Resident Evil 7 is Mold and the Rednecks. So
Oh,
if
okay.
anything, you're not getting the experience of Lady D coming towards you just like
Yeah,
the
no,
mere
you-
child. You're getting the experience of
No.
Jack Baker coming up to you and saying, "Welcome to the family, son."
Yeah, no, 7 is surviving the fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre family.
I will
It's
say
literally that.
the fucking boss fight where you use the car as a goddamn weapon.
Weapon.
It
You're
was
stuck
the
in a
best.
tiny little fucking
Garage.
and oh, dude, and then you gotta, and there's a pole, like
Yeah.
fucking scary,
Terrifying.
Jace, if you get a
Scary.
Jace, if you got a couple of bucks burning a hole in your pocket, I would highly suggest looking up
I
7
don't.
on the PC.
He said, "I don't."
I don't.
I'm just saying when, if, or
Add it to
if
the wish
and
list.
when.
It's gonna be a while. I'm saving to buy this house.
That's fine.
Fair,
Steam
yeah.
sales.
Adult.
I'm
Yeah,
adult
adulting,
things.
Ben.
Oh, by the way, Ben, Resident
Yes.
Evil 4 just finished down.
Yep.
Oh my god. Hell yeah.
I think your internet connection finally got better.
Hopefully, but if anything, I feel like the game should handle just fine.
Oh, dude, no, your system's perfect. If mine can run it, yours can run it. And so far, mine can run everything.
By the way, one last, Jace, go ahead.
I was gonna ask Jarrod, out of all the things that we've listed so far, like what constitutes a remake, be it age, unavailability, an actual demand of it, any things that fit your criteria that would require it?
I mean, ultimately, I feel like y'all have all hit the nail on the head here with anything that I agree with or would say would constitute a remake. But the one thing I've been wanting to say, I mean, we've kind of already talked a little bit about it, but that was perfect for a remake, in my opinion. And I still hope they kind of redo it again because I feel like it's been enough time at this point. But for starters, Ocarina of Time, whenever they did it on the 3DS, that
Yeah.
was beautiful. That
It's
was
awesome.
so beautiful. But then they even stepped up their game whenever they remade Majora's Mask, because that was even better than Ocarina of Time. And you could use the little nub that would actually move your camera around, so you didn't have to use the Z, the trigger to
Yeah.
like reset your
Yeah.
camera. So stuff like that. So if they could do that with Ocarina of Time and move it forward even further, Jesus Christ, would that be a wet dream come true?
I've
I love
actually
it, man.
got something. I've actually got something to show you, Jarrod. If Nintendo gave their proverbial balls a tug
They won't.
and used Unreal Engine 5, somebody actually remade a portion of Zelda with Unreal Engine 5, ray tracing and everything.
I think I've seen that video. It's like
Yeah, I've seen some of the videos from that. It's gorgeous, dude. If they could,
like the
if they could do
opening
that.
cinematic.
I will say I have to like punch Nintendo a little below the belt right now in
Oh, yeah.
regards to remakes. I have to, because
Do it.
do I like Nintendo? Yes. I think they do great things. They know what their customers want. They're smart. But they're also unbelievably fucking stupid.
Yep.
You know how many times people will get emulators to try and play old Pokemon games or just old Nintendo games, and then Nintendo gets mad like, oh, stop doing that, we're gonna sue you. And then players like, then just re-release them so we can play them. And Nintendo's like, nuh-uh.
Dude, we'll pay you.
We actually left them in
We
the
will pay you.
we left them in the Disney vault and don't have the key, so
literally exactly how they act.
Like, it's so frustrating to me because I remember Pokemon Presents came up. They showed gameplay for their new, like, Pokemon Legends ZA or whatever, which looks fun. You can finally have your Pokemon dodge abilities, which at this point, that makes it already an interesting game to me, at least. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not, but to me, like, when I saw your Pokemon can dodge now, it's just like, oh my fucking god, it only took 30 goddamn years, you know?
Yeah.
But that's all they showed. And I remember a lot of people were like, man, if they just had like an old emulator for the Switch or the new Switch coming out of where you can play like the old Pokemon games, so many people would be happy with it.
Or
They'd
you could
buy
just
it.
Or you can just say, fucking play Power World.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yep.
Power
I
World
would
has
get one of
definitely
those-
been...
get one of those things off Temu that has like 400 fucking games that are just like super illegal to have, but
Hey,
there you go.
Connor.
All it is like the same 6 games copy pasted.
They're really
Yes.
not. I've seen people get that shit and they're like, dude, there's fucking PlayStation 1, 2, 3, like, well, not 3, but
All right.
I'm
So
waiting
Yeah,
for
well,
when...
I gotta jump in on this one, Connor.
Mhm.
Have you ever heard of the Dolphin emulator or Cemu?
Yes, and I've been wanting to have an emulator on my PC because it would give me more options for streaming, and
Do
I
some
think it would be
research.
super fun. If you can help me, or if Jarrod wants to help me with that,
Oh
dude,
yeah. I got
I'll
you.
I'll
got
do
you.
a fucking Majora's Mask stream. I don't fucking
'Cause,
care. That
Dude,
is still my favorite Zelda game of all time.
you're able to fucking upscale games up to fucking crisp, crystal clear 4K, no fucking problem. And it'll do all these fucking image tweaks and everything, so all the jaggies are fucking smoothed out and shit. It is fucking amazing.
Just let me experience the same horror and depression I had playing that game. Because literally, I've said it before, but playing that game is literally... I mean, a lot of people have their own, like, ideas of what that game represents. The biggest one is each level of Majora's Mask or place is basically 5 stages of depression, grief.
Yep.
Which I think is the most plausible. But then there's also just one of just like, the trauma they've had and trying to get over the trauma.
Yeah.
Which, damn, like 12-year-old me had a lot of thinking at that day.
yeah,
Like,
I was wondering why that one level in Majora's Mask was all about destroying Sega, dude. It was real like it's kind of a bit go on the nose there.
that's the hidden 6th step. Fuck Sega.
Nintendo does what Sega done did.
I
No
would say,
integrity.
okay, so kind of to wrap the remake thing up. This is open to everybody, but what game of all that you've ever played, what would you love to see remade with current day graphics? Still like, I guess, like the original soundtrack, dialogue if need be, if it had it, and we'll just go through.
Okay.
Everybody's available. Just
I know.
we'll just go down the line. You two fucks, calm down.
My autism is screaming, hurry up.
Your autism never stops.
So Matt, you first.
All right, well, the first one's kind of a throwaway, but I would love although I do have Brutal Legends on the PC through Steam, so I can still play it. I'd love a nice revamp of that and, better graphics and stuff. But if I really could pick one and only one, it would be Lord of the Rings Quest. Because that was just Star Wars Battlefront with Lord of the Rings characters.
It was so fun.
And it was so fun, dude. You could, like, use the Balrog to, like, fuck up the Shire. Like, it was fucking crazy, man. It was just, you could pick one of 4 people and then just good versus evil. You could, like, it kind of fucked with the canon a bit, but that was the fun part, man. You could be the evil people, fucking up the good people if you wanted.
Yeah. if I want the fantasy of being Sauron, literally grabbing a fucking hobbit and just let me do it.
That shit was so fun. I spent so many. It's just, it was like a big battle simulator, which I always used to play. And now I'm playing Dynasty Origins, which is like there's fucking thousands upon thousands of people on screen, and you're just go away.
I'm going to say I'm torn between two games that by themselves have nearly a decade apart from each other. And
Custard's
the newest
Revenge.
one is
Give me the remake of Custard's Revenge, man.
No. You're in the right era, sort of, though. So
Live beach volleyball.
you're also in the right one for the other game. So so my first one, which is the more recent one, although it's still over 20 years old, the OG Red Faction game.
Okay.
Hell yeah, that'd be cool.
You freaking start as a damn miner in a Mars colony that's controlled by this company that has no idea what the fuck OSHA is, and what starts as a quarrel between a guard and a miner erupts in a whole fucking shootout, and you basically have this resistance coming up and everything just taking shit over as bodies are dropping all over the place. You're blowing holes in the mines with a rocket launcher, tunneling your fucking way through bodies left and right and center, and you see this fucking bridge where there's an armored personnel carrier with troops escorting it going through, and you're just like, not today, bitch. And you fucking blow holes in the goddamn bridge and watch the fuckers just go down to
the
their
destruction
doom.
in there where you can just tear down buildings and shoot holes in bridges and like, oh, I need to go through this fucking cave, let me just make a hole. It's pretty dope, man.
It was amazing. Like, yeah, sure, they did great with Red Faction Guerrilla, but if you can just they did something special with the OG Red Faction that I think if they were to revisit it, they would do so much better. And I'm all about that shit. I was in love with that fucking game. It came out about the same time as Halo. It was the PS2's Halo, to me, in my mind.
And that other one?
The other one, we're going all the way back to Sega Genesis, bud.
General Custard's Revenge.
No, that's Atari.
I know. I know. It's just
we're not pagan Pocahontas yet, all right?
House of the Dead for VR.
I'm gonna say Golden Axe, the OG Golden Axe.
Okay.
That'd be good.
That's a ye old game.
You got the fucking my favorite character, Gildius Thunderhead, the fucking short shit with the fucking axe, and it was fantastic. It was the best. I absolutely fucking loved playing that game. I played it when I was freaking. When was it? I had the NES, then I got the Sega Genesis Christmas. I think I was like 5, maybe.
Yeah,
I played
you and Moses used to fight over the controller, dude.
Basically. Why do you think
it's my turn on the Ark? Oh wait, that was Noah.
Why do you think he only had 10 commandments? I busted him over the head with the tablet that had the other 15.
Yeah. He's 15! 10 commandments!
Thou shalt not deny me my console when mother says it's my turn.
Thou shalt not give me the Mad Catz controller for player 2.
I think all of us have had the horror story of using a Mad Catz controller.
Oh yeah.
Actually, fun fact, the Mad Catz controllers for the fucking Super NES and Sega Genesis generation was fantastic. It had the turbo button, which
dude,
if you play
turbo button.
The Desert
Fire, what's up?
Dude, there's a game called Desert Strike Return to the Gulf, which you play as a fucking Apache helicopter, right? And if you're holding down the A button for the machine gun, it's only going doom, 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 doom. You fucking hit the turbo button, it's like...
It becomes an A10 Warthog.
Yes.
All right, Connor, what about you?
Okay, like... My autism was screaming before, it's calmed down, but if I had to pick one, hopefully Jarrod will agree with me. If not, totally fine, but Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
Ooh, hell yeah.
That is a game, in my opinion, that I'm not going to say it released at the wrong time, but it kind of has that vibe.
Yes,
but in
I
my
totally
opinion,
agree with that.
It still
Super
holds
fun.
up as a fun game. Like,
I miss the Wii. Like, I wish I still had Wii Sports. You know how hard Wii Sports fucking went, dude?
Dude, yeah.
Dude, everybody loved Wii Sports.
I mean, Nintendo literally came out with a remake of it or whatever they call it, and everybody literally said, "Why can't we just have Wii Sports?" And Nintendo said, "No, we have Wii Sports at home," and everyone's like, "This is diarrhea."
You all already have a Wii. Just go play it.
Yeah.
Hilariously, I do have a Wii still. I just don't know if
I'm just gonna go play Real Sports. Thank you, Nintendo. You got me off of video games.
I'm about to say, we all know that you don't play real sports, man.
If I had to pick a second game, this is GameCube era as well, and this is going to be probably something most of you don't know. I mean, if you do, great to you, but Custom Robo.
Ooh, yeah.
I know about that game.
It was a game I played that, like, it had killer music. It just, the gameplay had a fun loop to it of just literally, your Robo's cool, pulls up Gatling gun, but it could be cooler. Then a few levels later, it's cool, pulls up a goddamn nuke on your back, but it could be cooler. And that was literally the vibe I had the whole time, was just, what can I make to blow up other little robots? Also, it has one of the awards of being one of the most frustrating goddamn games I've ever played, because of the last boss of the base game just had me literally as a kid just trying to tear out my curly hair and hurt people.
You need to bring back the Jufro, bud.
No.
Yes.
Never.
All right. Jordan, what about you?
Jarrod.
Hang on. We got a guest. Look at this
Oh
guy.
shit, Blake, what's up?
He said, "What's up?" We've
hell is
been
that?
babysitting his dog this weekend, and he's coming by to pick her up.
Right on.
Hell yeah.
Right
Why
here.
does he have a porn stash?
They said,
Why
"Why do you have a
Ask
porn stash?"
people, you can't ask people that, Connor.
You can't see it in the light.
Cool.
Why does he have a porn beard?
Love you too, man. He's heading out. All right, so is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn, bud.
Okay,
Wait.
so I have two kind of halfway joke, halfway serious throwaways, and then one serious one.
Okay.
So, have you guys ever heard of Cubivore for the GameCube?
Actually, no.
I think so.
Hell yeah, that's hilarious. I had a feeling nobody was going to know that game. Look it up. It's really weird. So you start out as a cube, you kind of evolve and grow throughout your
Oh,
world,
with the weird
and you're like a
snake
pig.
fucking thing on it.
Yes.
Cube
Yes,
It's-
I've seen it. I've
Yeah.
just never. I don't know anything about it. Though.
It's fucking weird, but it's a lot of fun.
Japanese game.
Yes. I had a lot of fun with that one back in the day. I can't tell you how many times I rented it at Hastings. I could have bought it, but but how many times I rented it, but I never bought it. It'd be hilarious to see that kind of come back, even though I
Apparently
know.
says
yeah, that's lost media, dude. We're going.
Yeah, I know there's no chance, and I know there's no audience for it because I feel like I'm part of a niche audience there. My second, what are you gonna say, Ben?
There's a ROM for it.
Oh yeah.
You can
I got-
stream it.
I got the ROM.
there's also it's considered.
Yeah, I got the ROM.
Apparently, the internet says that while it is definitely an odd game, it apparently has like a cult following of people who absolutely love it. And apparently, as a collector's item, it's pretty fucking hefty of a price.
Yeah, it's expensive. I don't actually own it, but
I can't remember seeing it though, so unfortunately, it went right over my head. I
It's
just know
really
I heard Cube
obscure.
before, and I said, "Excuse me."
yeah, it's really obscure. It's really weird, but hilarious to see that make some sort of a comeback. My second throwaway is Donkey Kong 64.
A good choice.
I thought they did
It-
do
like I said-
a Donkey Kong remake not too long ago. Like a
No,
Donkey
it was
Kong
for
Country.
it was from
Yeah.
the Wii version of the game,
Yes.
Donkey Kong Country Returns. I actually have it,
Okay.
and it's okay, but
Yeah,
as Jarrod mentioned earlier, the Switch is a little outdated to where the only things you'd really enjoy are games for nostalgia or remakes of older games.
You could,
So yeah,
I had a lot of fun with that one as a kid growing up. I never beat it because there's too many damn bananas to collect. I feel like that would really transition well over into a modern era.
Yeah,
Definitely.
And they had the best opening theme song of ever.
Oh my god, yeah, the DK rap.
yeah, dude.
Classic.
Donkey
I do like
Kong.
I do like the parody one the guy did on YouTube. And then there's Chunky. He's dead.
Yeah,
And
where are
then-
they now?
And then my serious one, like serious, if they could do like a Time Splitters 1 and 2 remake package.
You just made big remake,
They
man.
do have the
that
time
would-
splitters on the PlayStation Extra Premium package,
Yeah.
so you still can play them.
Yes.
Okay, Ben.
Yeah, they're out there, but
Ben,
Yeah, that would be fucking
you
cool.
Hold up.
Time Splitters is a game I've heard of religiously, but I've never played.
Dude, they
I've
actually
heard
have
just-
Time Splitters 2 hidden in that Spec Ops The Force game. It's like there's some arcade cabinet in the game that if you go to that, you can play all of Time Splitters 2 like before there, because since there's not a remake, that's like the closest people got to like playing that again.
I did play one game that was a shooter. I think it was on the Xbox 360. That had time-based elements to its game. I don't know if that was time split. I need to look it up real quick because now it's in the back of my mind. I'm trying to think of it.
Yeah, that one was really fun. Another one I've never beat, but and I tried going back and playing some of it on the PlayStation, but it's a little rough jumping back into.
Yeah.
You know, it was different playing it whenever you were a kid versus now, and we're so spoiled.
We are
now.
spoiled. We're very spoiled.
Oh, Time Shift. Someone was right. It was Time Shift. Yeah, I played that. It was pretty
choice,
fun.
Though, man. That'd be
one
cool.
of the fun things I did. I remember the memory I have for that game was I froze time, stole a dude's gun, and then just refixed time, looked at him with my gun, just like, yep, I did that. And the dude just went, "Where's my?" Okay, just an awkward moment. But yeah, I think at some point I need to at least watch or give Time Splitters a try because I've heard nothing but beautiful things about it.
I would recommend it.
It's definitely good. Actually, more on the topic of games being remade, there's actually some free utilities that breathe new life into current PC games, at least. Yeah, there's a whole ray tracing workover that's basically plug and play for games like Half-Life and shit like that.
Nice.
And yeah,
Still need to finish Half-Life 1.
Yeah, me too.
Dude, Half-Life 1 is amazing. Half-Life 2, I don't care if it's from 2004. It still holds up. Graphically, there's
one of those that's just made it.
You know what,
way,
Ben? I said with Matt one day we'd do like a stream where I'd play Postal 2 and he'd chill with me. We just shoot the shit. Maybe one day I'll do a Half-Life 1 stream. You're with me. We shoot the shit.
Dude, let's fucking do Ace Combat 7. Let's fucking throw down.
I still have it. It's just at this point, Ben, I love you, but it's hard to get you for streaming at times because I've had 2 times now where it's been like, okay, Ben's come to stream, and then immediately nothing, and I'm just like,
sorry guys, I'm going to another hockey game out of state.
No, dude, it's been fucking crazy.
I understand.
Like my mom goes into surgery, and I'm having to bury cats and shit. Like, holy fuck.
Yeah, I get you. Like, I get shit happens. I'm just saying, like,
he's got the kind of story.
Vince
got the kind of story when someone asks you for gas money. Like, oh, well, you know, my mom's in surgery. I've been burying cats all day. You know, I got a brand new daughter. You know what I'm saying? We be living out of mama's house. Like
the damn store excuses a crackhead will give you.
Yeah.
Like it. Oh my god. But no, at some point we definitely do have to throw down. Highly recommend expert controls and bring a controller.
Man.
So
got this one I've been using for Wilds.
Oh fuck yeah. And we'll actually do a 1v1 throwdown. You pull out your best plane, I'll throw my worst one, and we'll see what you got.
Buddy, I just want to play the story and find the anime guy again. I just want to find Captain Torres and just say the funny lines. Yar, it be my mental illness. I choose the coping mechanism.
Yo ho ho, and away we go.
I will kill all I want for this virtual hole.
Yeah.
All right, Jace, what's your remakes there?
Easy, Final Fantasy Tactics.
Ooh.
Fair enough.
Especially the War of the Lions version.
I've never played those.
They
look fun.
They are, in my opinion, they're the best Final Fantasy game ever.
That was also the fastest I've ever heard him talk.
Yeah.
He was ready on that one.
Well, because I didn't have to think on that one.
Thinking sucks sometimes.
I know, right? Thinking's for smart people.
Just be a dumb little cock zombie, and you don't have to think.
I mean, I am the dumb.
No.
You know what? I just had the thought of someone saying, I want a remake of Call of Duty Zombies. So it's like, my brother in Christ, they remake it every fucking year.
But they're not remaking. They're like, I'm so over.
They're
like,
basically
Call of Duty
remaking
now.
it.
I'm so done with it.
Remaking it.
Well, now it's basically because
it's so fucking hard. Zombies is hard as shit nowadays, dude.
I played not the new COD, not
World at War was like fucking.
Well, I played the
Chef's
one.
kiss.
I played the one previously tonight, not the COD 3 that just released last year, but the one before that. I played that with my brother because he wanted me to join him for two reasons. One, the reason I got it is because if you kill during the Halloween event, the haunting, you get to fight the butcher from Diablo 4. And if you fuck you. And if you beat the butcher, you unlock a special scythe cosmetic for Diablo 4. And the other reason why I will stab you. and the reason why my brother wanted me to get in with him is because on their battle pass thing, they give you a new operator in the form of Al Simmons, aka Spawn.
Oh,
I
hell
don't
yeah.
know.
You're just trying to Fortnite.
Okay. I enjoy Call of Duty. I love all the skins. They have an Art the Clown skin now. It's all cool.
Of course they
But
do.
it takes up fucking 300 goddamn gigabytes, and I don't even play all the game. I just play the multiplayer, and it doesn't work unless I download all. It's just such a prima donna that
Yeah.
I'm like over the trouble of just wanting to play
It's
one
the
part of the game.
It's
And
the
I-
Google RAM of games, or the Google Chrome.
It
Google
is,
Chrome.
dude. It's
Chrome.
fucking greedy. It's a greedy bastard.
But the reason
yep.
I basically agreed to do the battle pass to get Spawn, Keith David voices him.
Okay, see, that would actually make me want to actually do it. I'm not gonna lie.
So, what you could do, Matt, is you could just put a new drive in your tower, and there you go, extra storage, bud.
I'm not doing that. We gotta pay to get Vincent into the doctor to check his breathing.
You gotta pay to fucking live.
I got other stuff to do besides upgrading a PC.
I mean, you could sell a kidney.
No.
I like my kidneys. They help me drink.
Who said that? Who said they had to be your kidneys?
Oh,
True.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Hey,
Fair
Jace, what are you
enough.
doing next weekend?
Mine are shot. Mine are shot.
No, not his.
No, it's your fucking lungs and your bladder that's shot.
What
Your
about
kidneys
Jarrod's?
are alright.
What about Jarrod's
my
kidneys?
my bladder's fine. It's the reason why my kidneys are shot is because I've had 4 kidney stones.
Oh, fair enough.
You just got all the Rolling Stones in your kidneys.
I
No wonder it hurts when I pee. Fucking Mick Jagger's down there going.
He won't. He won't
I never
imagine-
be
he
your
won't
beast
imagine I'm
of
gonna have to
burden.
tell him to quit.
And here I'm just thinking about fucking porn references for band names like Smashing Blumpkins.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't think, like, maybe don't. Because then you be smelling doo doo the whole time. Like,
Doo-doo.
I ain't trying to smell doo doo. I'm sorry.
Anyways,
Trying to smell pee pee.
So would y'all say that this is about wrapping it up, or
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I also do really have to poop too, so. And I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
want to smell the doo doo.
Smashing Blumpkins? Let's go.
Real quick though, Jarrod, since we did say plugs come at the end though, you are more than welcome to
Oh,
plug
yeah.
your shit.
Yeah,
right
plug
now.
all your shit, dog.
Plug
Hell,
it.
hell yeah, boys. So anybody out there still with us, listening in, I am Dankyfunk on everything. Find me out on Twitch. I'll be streaming all week. My schedule's Monday, Tuesday. I typically take Wednesdays and Thursdays off and then back to it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday when I can. So if anybody's out there interested in seeing some chaos on my channel, come find Dankyfunk. And also, if you're into some little side shift here into some Texas rock country-esque music, go find my band, the Cadillac Thieves. We're out there on everything. Just give us a Google, the Cadillac Thieves, and you'll find us. We're out there everywhere. So appreciate you guys. Really appreciate it.
Hell
One
yeah, dude.
question. Would you say
yeah.
your music kind of fits the bill of rockabilly?
No.
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 It's like 'cause
It's
I-
not
I-
deliverance enough.
They don't have a banjo, so no.
No.
There's
Yeah.
there's no sound of a man squealing in the background. They
It's
couldn't
like
afford that.
it's like Southern Texas rock with a bit of twang.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
All right,
It's-
then. Play us out.
All right. So if you got any questions, comments, concerns, bitches, gripes, complaints, or if you would like to be a part of this podcast, then hit us up at momentumorons@gmail.com. On the offhand chance that you want to support this venture that's hosted by a cavalcade of fuck nuggets, then we have not only our Ko-Fi and our Patreon, but also our Spotify for podcasters support link. If you want to just freaking look us up and find out all this stuff, check us out on Google. Just fucking Google us. On the first 3 pages, where it's a complete spread. Holy shit. We are streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes Saturday on Twitch. Connor is manning the fort right now, but we're looking forward to some collabs with Dankyfunk over here, as well as several others. I mean, hell, rising tide raises all boats. Let's get in on this shit.
I am streaming on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays as well.
Yep. So
Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays.
So hit up
yeah.
Tydonis on freaking Twitch. He's got you. Let's see here. Some shout outs. Shout out to the Odd Fun guy. We got shout out to the Goblin Hole.
The Goblin Hole.
Yeah, I'm actually looking to be a guest on there sometime soon, whenever things kind of calm down.
See, that has two meanings.
Oh my god.
It's either one thing or it's another thing.
Okay, fair enough. But aside from that, this is Memento Morons. Remember, we're morons. The podcast with motherfucking Outcast. Later.
See you guys. Thanks again.
Yo,
The
later.
Queefy Queen is dead, unfortunately, but you can
God
still
damn
find her.
it. All right.